Oh, I'm done with Parks and Rec. I finished it like 5 days ago.
How do you feel?
Um, okay,
What do you think
so
about the ending?
my
Hey
first
everyone,
hi.
welcome back to Valentine's.
Parks and Rec was really good.
Love it.
I really liked Parks and Rec. I liked it a lot, and I did try a couple times to get into it, but you encouraged me to kind of stick with it, and so I got into it, and I watched all of it in like a week and a half.
Literally no time at all.
I just kept it playing, and but it was good because I was the only one at work, and we were really slow. Like I was the only one open to close all day long for like 2 weeks, and I will be next week, so I could just play it. And it was really funny, and there were moments where I was like, okay, we have to do better. Like, we need to do better. Like next episode, I needs to be a little, it got a little repetitive.
Okay.
Um,
What season? What season are we in?
Probably like season 3.
Okay.
It just kind of felt like, oh, I've seen this before. And then the last season was cute. Like, I liked the last season. I liked season 7 because, well, like I guess he was in season 6 too. Like, I liked Leslie's like growth into higher government. I liked that a lot. The flash forward was cute. You got like 3 years later, and then, you're getting all these like flash forwards and all. It's cute. I liked it. It was what? Early nighttime television, like prime time. So like you gotta live that life.
Oh no. Oh no.
I think April could have grown better.
Yeah?
I think she grew, but
I thought you were gonna say Anne. Everybody shits on Anne because her character development is just, her whole arc is centered around men, which isn't great.
Well, yeah. Well, okay, I'll get to Anne in a second. I think April was like the youngest. She was a child, she was like 19. I wish they kept their story straight because in the first season they were like, she's 19. Right? And like she gets actually hired. Like, she's an intern at 19, and she's still 19 when she gets hired to actually have a job. And in the final season, I think I remember it because it was so close to when I watched the first season. They're like, I was 20 when I started. It's like, no, you were 19. Sorry. Just like a little continuity is my biggest pet peeve when it comes to television. Continuity is literally everything. Like, if you have a cup that's half full and then you cut to fucking partner A and then you cut back to partner B and your cup is either full or completely empty, or you don't have it in your hand anymore and it's like not on this, like, continuity is absolutely key, and it takes me out. I don't know why. I've always had a keen eye for continuity.
Okay.
So I was like, no, you're 19. But they might have tried to play it as, like, they might have tried to put it as 20 to make it seem like.
Was it in the flash forward that she was saying that?
No, it was I think it was season 7.
Where she's talking to Craig?
No, I think she was talking to Leslie.
She was like trying to get rid of the interns. Oh, was she in Washington, D.C.?
Yeah, I think so.
And Leslie's like, here's your 5-year plan.
Yeah, and she was like, I started when I was 20. I was like, no, you were 19. It was just that little thing that, like, made me mad. I think she was able to mentally grow, but the way she, like, portrayed herself didn't. And I liked how how April's character stayed the same. But I wish there was a little more growth when it came to, like, her openness, because she was so influenced by Leslie and Anne, and Donna, who's just like, I either hate you or I love you, right? And April's like, I hate you and I also hate you. But she had all these positive, like, female influences on her, and there was just no, like, I don't know, I didn't feel like she actually changed any, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I would have liked to have seen it.
Yeah.
Now, Anne.
Oh, Anne.
But Anne took a journey of being by herself.
Eventually.
Like well, yeah, but she dated around a lot. But see, this is where I was like, that's a very true characteristic. Like, there are women out there whose literally everything they do is for or about a man. And she acknowledged that she changes for whoever she's with. You know,
with the boxes.
Yeah, she wore her flannels with Andy, and it was so great. That was such a great moment. She acknowledges it, and she could see it, but it was just one of her flaws that she can't change. It. And I definitely don't think she's happy with.
Oh, no.
She's so far from happy. She loves her kids. Anne loves her kids, and her kids are everything. Yeah. And of course, she definitely wants. Like, who wouldn't want Anne's kids and Leslie's kids to fall in love? Stop. That's the cutest thing.
When Leslie's like, she's like, stop ahead.
That's fine.
Whatever.
But yeah, so I think that was cute, but I definitely don't think she's happy with
Chris? You don't think she's happy with Daddy Chris?
No. Deep down, she's not.
We'll have to ask Rashida.
Yeah, I don't think Anne is deep down happy. I think she's comfortable and can be fine, but I think she might have settled.
They ever got married, but that was unclear.
I'm pretty sure well, there wasn't a wedding.
No,
and Leslie would have been at that wedding.
They talked about getting married, and then Anne was like, I don't know if I want to get married. And Chris was like, me neither.
Yeah.
But then they just didn't and moved away.
Oh yeah, because there was the whole ring episode. Oh, that poor guy.
The guy at the jewelry store.
Yeah, that poor jewelry store clerk. Oh my God, right. Poor guy.
Funded. Yeah, and then she got a locket.
And then Ron is king.
Ron. Like, you know what you need to watch now that you've seen the actual show. You need to watch the COVID episode that they did.
Oh, I didn't know they did a COVID episode.
Fucking hilarious. Yeah, it was like a fundraiser. So it's everybody on Zoom, and they're filming their own stuff in their own house. And it's Ron and his wife in real life is Tammy too.
Yeah.
So he's like, well, Leslie, and he's got this big ass beard, and he's like, look what I caught. And he took the camera to her. She's tied up in a chair, and she's like, wee, the chair. And she's like, hi, Leslie.
I love that.
It's so cute.
That's a good one.
Those two are my favorite.
Yeah, I like Ron, and Ron having a baby was the biggest, most amazing moment. That was just so sweet, because that was the instant change. You can instantly tell that he's I'm a dad.
Sweet Ron.
Love him. But
he saw pictures of Ron.
He had such a paternal instinct when it came to April. That was his character growth? So amazing. That was so amazing. I loved that. I love the whole arc of Ron. I thought that was so good.
At the end where he tries to tell Leslie that he wanted a job with his friends.
Yeah. That was very sweet. That whole season was really good for me, for Ron, for me.
Yeah.
That was really nice, because a wall was just totally shattered. He just it's not fair to be that anymore. With all the things that have happened, everyone's going separate ways. It's not fair to be.
Gosh, just crushes me. I love that show so much.
Yeah. And then
my cozy show.
It was a good show. Mm-hmm. It was a good show. And I think, God, what is his name? Tom. And I just don't want to call him Tom. Tom is just it just doesn't make sense. But Tom's great. I love Tom, and I love the energy juxtaposition of Tom to literally everybody else.
I love him and Jean-Ralphio.
They're just so iconic. They're so.
Jean-Ralphio and Mona Lisa are just my favorite people to hate. I just love them so much.
It was great. I think
when he pops up, and he's like, the way.
They were really good. I mean, but those two, Mona Lisa and Jean-Ralphio, were just so naturally intrusive. You know, it was literally like a personification of all your intrusive thoughts that you've ever had in your entire life. And it was so comforting to see just two people without any care in the world, spoiled to a fucking T, living their life in such a horrible, awful way.
Did you know that the actor who plays John Ralphio actually auditioned for Ben?
Stop it.
And they liked him so much that they were like, we want you in the show. We're going to make a part for you.
That's hilarious.
And April, she auditioned, and the producers were like, I just met the weirdest fucking girl. And they were like, we're writing a part for her. So, everyone, stay fucking weird, okay?
Stay weird.
Stay weird. You'll probably get cast.
Stay weird. Now, Donna was a character...
Love Donna.
That I think they just kind of forgot about.
Well, they definitely forgot about her in the beginning. In like season 1 and season 2.
And 3.
Like, where was she?
Yeah.
She was just kind of like...
Which was really disappointing because she was so insightful.
Yeah.
And probably the best at her job. Like, no one was better at their job than Donna.
When April loses all the files and she's like, I tried to drag them all over and then they were lost, and she just comes in and she's like, done. Oh, you saved
Fixed
us.
it.
Like
she was the best. Like she got all the things done. She did all the things. She was better than everybody else at all their jobs. And I was really disappointed that she was so cool and iconic and just queen energy when she was on screen, but they just were just like, nope, not for you. So I'm a little disappointed. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed about them leaving Donna out. Now
you do need to go back and watch it again, because there's all sorts of funny little stuff that you miss. That once you've watched it about 800 times, you see, and it's hysterical. The Halloween episode in specific, the party at Anne's house.
Oh, yeah.
Anne's house?
No,
the party...
At the apartment.
With Chris, when Chris comes to the party, whichever year that is, and he's dating Jerry's daughter.
Yeah.
I think that is at Anne's house. And Donna's talking to this guy who's dressed up as a pizza, and his dick is in the pizza box, and she lifts the lid in the background, and she's like... And then Chris comes over, and he's like, Donna! And she's like...
That's so funny.
I was like...
That's amazing.
They sneak a lot of funny stuff in there. Or my favorite is when, the actors, somebody will be talking, and then they just look directly at the camera, and they're like...
Yeah, those moments are golden.
Okay.
Those moments are fun.
I fucking love that show.
But yeah, I mean, I liked it. I think it was a good show. I'm glad I kind of... How many stars? 3.5.
5. 3.5. Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
In terms of all right, I just think in terms of, did I think it was funny or not? Because I don't care about continuity or anything like that.
Well, see, yeah, I'm very picky about...
for the laughing.
I'm very picky about my TV. I love TV so much. I know that sounds crazy. Like, yeah, I know everyone watches TV. No, I watch TV. I love television. I grew up on TV. You can... Before we were, immersed into our cell phones and Google, TV was the way you learned about the world as a kid. As a 90s baby, it was sit down and watch, this show about... Yeah, the ocean and all the things and and learn all the things. And so, I grew up watching TV, and I really, really love television. And I'm a stickler. I'm a stickler about TV. I mean, I wouldn't even give my favorite show a 5 out of 5.
What's your favorite show?
Psych.
Okay.
I am a psycho. I would give that show a 4.5 out of 5.
All right.
Yeah. I love TV. I love it so much.
Parks and Rec a 10 out of 5.
Yeah, I don't know.
10 out of 5 for the comedy. I'm
I
here for the joke.
for its comedic attributes, for, you know, it being entertaining, I would give it a 4 out of 5 for being entertaining and
All right,
watchable. You know, like not all TV is watchable.
All right, so
And
Lily's
so
going to give you the realness, and I'm just going to tell you to go watch Parks and Rec.
it's a
right
good
now.
show. It's a good show. It's definitely not a bad show. It's a good show.
Better than The Office. Is that what I said?
I can't get into The Office. I tried.
See? Nailed it.
I've tried more times to watch The Office than I have Parks and Rec. I have tried to watch Parks and Rec a few
used to
times.
exclusively watch The Office, Sammy. And
Yeah.
then I was like, stop watching that bullshit. Watch this bullshit. And she was like, wow, never mind.
Yeah.
This is better. And I was like, I know. Thank you. Yeah. All right. Good to know.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I don't know. I think they could have maybe taken a few more risks, but yeah, I have to remember, like, this was years ago and, you know, on national television. So
they needed those views, man.
Needed the views. And I love Amy Poehler. She, you know, she's a woman in comedy who, with her whole crew, really helped shape, like, the up and coming generation of women in comedy. So, like, nothing but good things to say about Amy Poehler. And I think she's only done good things for television and comedy and just the world of, you know, Hollywood. She's just been a breakthrough woman, you know. Her and her entire, like, SNL crew has just really changed the game. So, like,
Black Power.
Mad ups to Amy Poehler. And
bet,
you know, you can't deny that
no, you really can't.
She is iconic. I also liked how they kind of they didn't push the I'm from SNL, so here's everyone that I worked on SNL with immediately. You know, they eased it in, you know, and so yeah, it was also really nice to see new SNL crew in the show before they were SNL cast members, which was really fun. That was fun for me because I mean, I'm an avid SNL watcher. Like, I watch SNL. I've seen every episode, so that was nice to see. Like, the recognition of, like, the up and comers was really cool. I like that.
Yeah, sweetie.
Yeah, that was fun. So that's my recap of Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec.
I enjoyed it.